I'm in Dover, Tennessee. I'm in Paris, Tennessee today. I am on the road between Henry and Mackenzie. I just checked my levels. I'm at a cool 100.
I kind of look into health, collection, and memory, and what that means for me as an individual, a woman, and a diabetic. So this walk was a moment for me to step away from my everyday 9-to-5 kind of life and take time to understand where I came from, which would be Memphis, Tennessee. And I decided to return home the hardest way possible, walk highways and state routes, and take a look at what it meant to be where I am and where I was from. I didn't know what being a person with, diabetes meant. I walked out to my car and I cried for a couple of hours. It's a really tough diagnosis. And, when you don't have any education, it's really hard to, go forward. Being able to change your whole life is extremely hard. That seems really overwhelming. And it honestly only starts with one meal. For me, I changed how I ate. And that was a very easy change. I was extremely lucky to have the support of people around me and my partner. This diagnosis is different for everyone. And it has really opened my eyes of people around me who have diabetes, how they help others. People back home were able to follow my walk via the Dexcom app. So they followed my blood sugar rather than my location, because I thought that was interesting. And so sometimes they check in and be like, hey, your blood sugar or your glucose levels, they're not looking so good. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I'm trying to, correct that. But also when they're looking great, it's fantastic to get a text message saying, hey, glucose looks good.
I just crossed the finish line. It's a super big accomplishment. I am now ready for food and a seat.
It was such a fantastic way to include a person who is a non-diabetic person, into the life of what it looks like, for me and how I struggle every day.